Okay, thank you for coming in. We're doing TarotScopes today for Friday, December 11th. I got my new setup and everything, so, just bear with me. But here we go. We're going to start from the top. Aries. And your song for Christmas is Run, Run, Rudolph. Reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, run far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa's he's gonna take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, merry-go-round. Okay, I got cards like falling all over the place for you, Aries. Cards all over the place because you guys got a lot going on. At least I know from my husband's standpoint, he's got a lot going on too. So this is, his last day before before his holiday break, and there's like I said, there's just so much going on. Lots of air things, right? But all in the reverse. We've got butterfly spirit in the reverse. We've got, I'm sorry, this was in the reverse. We got hawk spirit in the reverse. We got owl spirit. Owl spirit in the reverse. These are all telling me we can't think clearly. We're not seeing clearly. And again, he's coding. So there's a lot of stuff that he's really needing to think clearly for in order for him to continue to do his work. So this is very, very important. He's not seeing or thinking clearly. He's being way too, I don't want to say he's got his blinders on and he's really fixated, because that may at this point be a good thing, but he's got so many things, so many other things going on. It's hard for him to narrow on one particular focus. And of course, this is going to help. This is going to stop him from being able to, transform into that next stage. He's not going to be able to maybe rest easy, knowing when he's on vacation that maybe there are these other things that might be creeping up. There's also, always worry about, hey, how's my team doing? Is he, are they going to be great without me? Lots of time to collaborate, lots of time that he's going to be spending collaborating with other people, working with other people, trying to make things happen, trying to make things work. Another thing that's going to take a lot of collaboration is, we're going to go picking up our son, and so he's got, we've got to collaborate with mom, and we've got to make sure everything is good. So there's a lot of collaboration here that is taking place, again, from all sides, and it's very hard for us to be generous of our spirit. It's Christmas time. We've got so much going on. Everybody wants a little piece of us, Aries, and that is really, really hard for us to handle at this time. Lots of planning, lizard spirit, lots of planning if you want to make any kind of manifestation, those dreams, those things that you want for Christmas, you've got to make sure that you're doing that planning. All right, next we've got Taurus. Be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve, it finds me. All right, so we've got a couple of things here. Not a whole heck of a lot, Taurus, really to be talking about, but we do have a couple of things. One thing in the reverse, we've got Chameleon Spirit here in the reverse. Let me just show you this so you can see the card. Again, it's taking me a while to figure it out, but Chameleon Spirit here in the reverse. So a lot of people, this is really taking on the imagery that people think chameleons use their camouflage to blend into their surroundings. And that's the idea that this card plays with, and the thing here that it's showing, you know, when it's saying act as if, but it's in the reverse, it's saying that you want to stand out more. Don't blend into your surroundings. In this case, be the chameleon that changes its colors by its environment, which is actually very, very true. That is how they use their colors. So if it's too warm or it's too cold, or if they're like, oh, hey, I'm trying to say hi to that chick over there, they might turn another color. So really the colors are based upon the environment that they're in. So in this case, don't blend in. Don't act as if. Don't be the wallflower. This is really a time right now where you can stand out, that we are maybe coming into a higher understanding, or a much higher, I guess that is the best thing to say, a much more higher understanding of the things that are going on around us, where we're putting our energy towards. And know that what we're doing, Taurus, is actually in accordance with what Spirit has been offering, right? Crow Spirit, we've been listening to those messages. We understand the synchronicities and the things that are going on. I mean, especially if you've been seeing a lot of crows, you know, or, you know, this is just saying that you are currently in the path of where you need to go, okay? And you'll have a deeper level of understanding very, very soon, if not already. And again, don't blend in. It's not the time to blend in. Wear your ugly Christmas sweater all of the time, you know? It's okay! All right, my Geminis. My Geminis. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a dog, no winky rinky toys. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind you. Won't have the use of dirty chimney's flue. That's the easy thing to do. I see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Joy, what surprise when I open up my eyes. Hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. All right, so my Geminis, my hippopotamuses, we've got, again, some very interesting cards. Holy cow, Gemini, all birds. All birds, so in our heads, thinking, doing planning for the next year. How are we going to succeed? How are we going to manifest what we want for the following year? I actually know a Gemini that is doing very, very well with their personal self-business. And this particular Gemini, again, it's all about thinking. It's all about planning. It's all about what's the next step? What's the next phase? How can I promote myself? How how can I get my name and my brand out there? And in this case, for other Geminis, this can be reflected in many other things that you do. I'm just using him as an example. So what we have here, first and foremost, what I need to tell you, you've got like the big daddies of God messages coming up to you. You've got the crow and you've got the white raven spirit. Both of these spirits are saying, you're working, you're seeing the messages, you know, you don't need that metaphysical 2x4 hit to the head to understand it. And we really feel like this is the right path. And even, you know, Eagle Spirit is here saying, yeah, you are. Spirit's got your back. And through all of this change, through all of the planning that we're doing, this resurrection will come into play. And the reason why I always think Eagle, resurrection, the Freemasons, and I can actually get you the reference to that. I just can't find my book. It's somewhere behind me. But I did get this from Manly Hall's Secret Guide, or the Secret Teachings of All Ages, and he correlates with the Freemason teachings that they incorporated the phoenix as one of the meanings of the bald eagle. And the bald eagle is the bird for the United States of America. And why is this important? Why am I bringing it up? Because I know that I have got viewers from all over the world. To the Freemasons, to the Founding Fathers, which many of the Founding Fathers were Freemasons. If we take this image of the phoenix now imbued into the eagle, remember what happens. Through the ashes of the old comes the new, right? That's what the phoenix did. Through its dead ash, through the ashes of its dead body. I know I don't want to get too gruesome, but it's true. Come this new beautiful bird. And that is what happened with the revolution, right? The American Revolution. We died from, and I know that's a terrible way of saying, but through the ashes of the revolution, when we were under the hold of England, we rose up to become something else. I'm still deciding if it's something better, but that's besides the point. That's American politics. That's about as much as I'll talk about it. But we have this resurrection, we have this rebirth, we're trusting in our spirit guides, we're trusting in the messages that are being brought to us, and we are also having clear communication, Gemini, at this time with the people around us. People are really understanding what you're trying to say to them. They're understanding where, the guidance that you're giving them, etc. It might be a little bit hard for us at this time to be thankful and joyful of the things that we're getting. Turkey spirit here in the reverse. Notice how everything that I've shown here are birds. So that's what I'm saying. We're very much so into our heads, and I feel like we're going to be into our heads, Gemini, going all through the weekend. But definitely give thanks, give gratitude. There's been a lot of people that have come together to help you, to make you who you are, to give you the things that you have now. I feel like my makeup looks like crap, like I didn't do it right. God, that looks awful. Whatever, okay. But you should be grateful. You should be thankful for all of the things that you have. You're coming into we're closing out an amazing year for you, and we're really coming into what is going to be a much better year to come. I really do anticipate 2021 to be a little bit better. So that was for Gemini, and next I have Cancer. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. All right, Cancer. And yes, for everybody that's wondering what this is, I very much so am listening to the music from my phone so I can stay on beat and hear the words. It's kind of working out a little bit, but it's helping me. I'm cheating a little bit. It's okay. So, Cancer, what we've got for you. Lots of things we're not prepared for, but very interesting that we've got some free-spirited, for the most part, animals here coming out, land animals. These things here are going to be all pertaining to your physical life, your health, your wealth, your family, things that are going on, like things that are physically going on around you. Right now, you know, Antelope Spirit here is in the reverse. Life is speeding up for us, and we're not quite ready for, you know, what's going on. It's almost like, holy crap, we got 2 more weeks until Christmas, guys. We're not ready. I'll be very honest with you. This Leo here, not ready. I still got Christmas presents that I got to go pick up tomorrow at Target for the kid, which is going to be a little difficult now that I'm laid off. So she's getting a lot of like $15 like arts and crafts stuff for me. But thankfully, my husband can save Christmas. So awesome. But Cancer, we're still talking about them. We have obstacles that are going on at this time that we feel like we can't get around. So of course, life is speeding up because these obstacles just keep coming in our way and really making it hard for us to keep up with life. And so Rhino Spirit, you know, you've got to break through those obstacles. You just got to like ram through them, just pile drive through the wall, like don't even think about it, you know. And if the wall doesn't break, which I don't know what kind of wall wouldn't break with a 400-pound animal running at it, but let's say that wall doesn't break. Let's say you still have this wall. I'm sure there are very many different ways to overcome the obstacle at hand, okay? Remember, a wall only goes so far. I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn this right side up for a second. Look how this rhinoceros has these wings. Wings are a representation of air, right? Some people will say, oh, those are angel messages. But, and as true as that may be, the image of air, it's all about the mind. It's all about the thoughts, okay? Use your mind to overcome the obstacles, the objects that are there in front of you. So, okay, fine, you can't pile drive through the wall, but can you go around it? Can you climb over it? Can you dig a hole under it? There are many ways to get past a wall. Just got to use your mind, a little bit of forethought, which is really great because we've got Swan Spirit here saying to take that deep dive. This is really just saying that, hey, you need to be thinking about a couple of things. Use that mind that you have, that fabulous mind, and meditate, think about, write down pros and cons, what we can do to overcome the obstacles at hand. Very, very important. And, I mean, you've got this wonderful spirit about you, Cancer, but Horse Spirit is here saying that, you know, run wild, run free after we break this obstacle, after we've conquered this step in our lives, and after we can catch up with time, we've got freedom. We can run wild, we can run with the horses. I don't like how, I think I gotta bring it back more I don't like how that's not adjusting to a clearer focus. I've gotta figure that out. All right, Cancer. Next, I have got Leo. My fellow Leos. How we doing? I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents. underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Don't want a lot for Christmas, there is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just need a... Oops. More than you will ever know. Make my wish come true. Maybe all I want for Christmas is you. Yeah, baby. Okay, I'm done. I swear, I'm done with that one. Everybody gets to hear that song, right? Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas. But I would like to say before, Bing Crosby's the King of Christmas, okay? Like half of the stuff that I have on my thing is Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra. All right, so here we go. Leos. We're heading into a new time right now. The time for healing is over. We've given ourselves enough time to properly grieve the things that have left us, right? It's time to... We've got snake spirit here. It's not time for us to heal anymore. We've done that healing, right? And I'm speaking to as a Leo that, you know, hey, I've done a lot of healing, right? I lost my job. I've done a lot of healing. I really need to surrender those emotions right now because I got way too much going on right now. I am trying to build something better for myself in a way that I don't need a big corporation to make me money. And in order to do that, time, focus. I can't be worried about all this other stuff anymore. So surrendering those emotions, right? And sometimes, so we talk about one of the things that we learn about when we read a lot of these new witchy books, say Christopher Penczak or Timothy Roderick, right? They all talk about the witch's pyramid of power, and one of those, the receptive for fire, the receptive version of that is, okay, fire, action, doing, but at some point we have to surrender to our act. We have to surrender something. We've already done the things, now we got to sit back, we got to relax. So surrendering, we've already let go of that grief, that guilt, we've already let go of those emotions, we've already done the time to heal, and now we surrender those emotions and we move on. We also have to remember, we got to put our pride, we got to put our ego aside, understand that there are things we don't know, we don't understand. We've been out of the field for some things way too long, and there's a bigger picture to everything. So for me, for my personal thing, my personal standpoint, a lot of my business has been through Facebook, and I have not been bringing that out. And so what did Facebook do but ban my lives, forcing me to expand, forcing me to grow, forcing me to see a bigger picture that I didn't see before. And again, placing ego aside, as much as I like to say I know a lot about technology, the truth of it is my husband knows way more about it than I do. I stopped really caring about the updates to all of the technology after I stopped selling it, after I stopped being that person a decade ago. So there is still a lot of things that I've forgotten, things that are so far advanced I don't know about. So yeah, putting that ego aside and being like, hey honey, can you help me? But with all of this, man, I really hope that, you know, within the next couple of weeks we start seeing a little bit more of these fertile aspects, these miraculous things happening to us. Because that's what the cow represents. It represents all that good, physicality. You know, the cow is supposed to be a symbol of fertility, and just like fertility, you know, if you are fertile, that means you can produce. That means that you can, and it doesn't have to just be pregnancy, guys, right? Land can be fertile. This means that you can produce things, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm very anxious to see that's how this Leo reads this and puts this into my perspective, and I would love to know how this would work for you, other Leos, right? And also any other signs, leave it in the comments. Let me know. All right, next, Virgo. This one's going to be very interesting, Virgos, because you guys get Carol of the Bells, which is, there are words to it, but it's really mostly musical. So I'm just going to be doing some humming, okay? Like, I kind of really don't like this version of Carol of the Bells. I'm gonna put another version in there. I think they carry out the beginning a little too much. But this one is the Mannheim Steamroller version, and I am a really big Trans-Siberian Orchestra kind of girl. So, here we go. We have got Virgos. We have got a little mixture of everything, really. There are some experiences that we're going through right now, maybe life lessons that we're maybe going through at this time. Really use the knowledge that you've gained in order to move forward with, in order to move forward. Wolf Spirit is here saying that this knowledge that we've gained, here's the thing. So life lessons come, right? And to make sure that we've learned the lesson, those life lessons come again. And depending on how you react, did you react like you did the last time? Did you learn? Did you turn that information, that learning, into a wisdom that you can then grab from later on in life? And that's really what's being done right now. We've got to access that inner wisdom. And if we haven't turned that wisdom, if we haven't turned that knowledge into wisdom, well, you're getting that life lesson again. You're about to find out. We've also got the Black Panther here in reverse. We've got the Vulture Spirit in reverse. It's really hard for us to really stand in ourselves at this time, Virgo. It's really hard for us to reclaim our power, bring that back, you know. Maybe other people have been walking on us too much. Maybe we've been handing out too much of our resources or too much of our time. We also have Vulture Spirit here in the reverse. Don't waste your time on other people. Reclaim that time, reclaim that power back. There's a lot of things that you can get back in this life, but time is not one of them. Time does not go backward. So it is very important that you use that as something being precious. I also see, Virgo, at this time, we got the Starfish Spirit here. Starfish is saying that there are infinite possibilities, that maybe we're seeing one particular door close, but when one door closes, another one will open. Even if it's got a lock on it and you need to find the key, it's gonna open. Don't worry. Eventually, time will come. Eventually, that appendage will re-heal itself, right? It'll grow back with time that you've so poorly given away. bring it back, right? Stop wasting it. All right, next we've got Libra. Merry Christmas, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and happy holiday. Only for this night. I don't know the words to this song. Your son, Santa to arrive, and all the kids will know, and everybody knows Christmas time, and all the kids will see the gifts under the tree. Best time of year for the family. Wonderful feeling from the floor to the ceiling. It's that time of year. Christmas time is here. Message from above. God sends you his love. Merry Christmas, happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and happy holiday. Now that I've botched that up, guys. All right. So, we have been having Libra some really, really terrible luck. Rabbit spirit here in the reverse. This is... This is dropping the kid laid off at school. This is then forgetting to sign that piece of paper the kid needed signed. This is being late for work. This is dropping your keys outside by the car and then you can't get into the building, so now you gotta run back. I mean, this is like some really terrible luck. You know, slamming your knee into your desk. You know, this is not a lucky time for you, but one of the things I like talking about bounceology, right? And why is that important? Why is bounceology important? Think about a pool table, right? And you've got that cue. And when you hit that cue, you can bounce it off the bumpers, right? You can bounce it just to make that shot. Well, just like with the bounceology and bouncing a ball to go where you want, to go to that next step. When things fall, generally, they bounce back up. They might not always bounce high, but they will bounce back up. So that is one of the messages that I would like to say. You know, today may be a really crappy day. It may be really shitty, but that's okay. The other days will be very, very, very kind to you. And I know there's going to be days that are going to be kind to you. We'll talk about that in a second. We've got dog spirit here as well in the reverse, not being loyal to what we love, or maybe we've got our passions, or maybe we're putting our focus into what is not our passions. Maybe we're putting that focus into something that doesn't deserve our time because it's not something that we love or something that we enjoy. It's also... when I think of this, I'm also thinking of the other stuff as well that goes into it. You know, i.e., not being able to be home for Christmas with your family, being loyal to your family, and now you have to be home, right? And it's not really like being disloyal to your family. You just want to keep them safe. But there's different ways. You feel like maybe this is a time of year where we can't shine, where we can't adequately be the person we normally are. And that's not true. We got peacock spirit here saying that we got to let ourselves shine. We're not letting ourselves shine through. Closed out heart. But look at all of this Care Bear energy. That's what I call that, the Care Bear stare. Okay, I'm done. We've got all of this energy coming out here. All right, that's all you. That's your big heart opening up to everybody else, Libra. So, you know, don't close that heart up just yet. You can let yourself shine in various other ways, right? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, Lord, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, now that I got that out of the way. Sandpiper spirit, being playful, having a good time. It's very important that we have that message, that we remember that even through the negative, even through the muck and the mud, there's always positivity. There's always that little bit of light that can shine. So, be playful, have a good time. Yes, have fun, this is a special time of year where everybody should be allowed to have fun and take take that time to have fun. Enjoy the holiday in a different way, yes, but enjoy the holiday. All right, Scorpio. The tough one. The tough song. Okay. This song is tough. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Wish I had a river I could skate away on. But I don't snow. It stays pretty green. I make a lot of money. I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Wish I had a river so long. I wish my feet to fly. Yeah, I need to get a little bit more comfortable with that song so that high note doesn't sound like trash. Man, you guys put up a lot with me. Thank you. I am not a professional musician, as you can hear. You guys too. Scorpio. There's some lessons as well here for you, Wolf Spirit. There are some lessons that we have to learn, that we have to turn into wisdom. Did we turn it into wisdom? Did we learn from our past lessons? Well, we're about to find out because they're coming on again. And you really need to really believe in yourself, okay? You think that you can't, and I know that sometimes this is a thing Scorpios do, don't think that you can't do it. Don't be depressed. You can believe in yourself. You have that knowledge in you. You have that power in you to do anything that you put your mind to. And I know it's kind of hard too. Look, my Neo squirrel here. And what does he do? He's levitating that acorn. At least that's what it looks like to me. He's levitating that acorn, just like Neo said. There is no spoon, right? There is no acorn. Just make it happen. And it's hard too, like I said, because we're not thinking right. We don't have the ideas necessary to move forward. It's like, where's all our bright ideas? Where did they all go? What happened? How can I fix this? And so, and with that, once you get that clarity, once you get that inspiration, which will happen if we use our wisdom right, we've got bee spirits. Sweet, sweet results, right? What do they make? But amazingly delicious honey that Pooh Bear loves to eat. Oh, no. You've got that. You're going to have that. You're going to have that delicious honey, those sweet results. Once we finish these tests. Okay, Scorpio? All right, Sagittarius. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bell ring. Slowing and blowing the bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Alright, Sagittarius, we have got some things we need to talk about. First and foremost, before we go into the negative aspects, we got turkey spirit here. There are some wonderful things, even with all of the terrible things that you may think is going on. Turkey spirit is here to say, you still have a lot to be thankful for. You still have your family, you still have friends, you still have a lot of things, and it may not seem like that, but you do. There is obstacles that need to be overcome that maybe we don't have the capacity for, or the time for, or the energy or motivation for, that maybe we think we can't do it, that we can't, be the rhinoceros and pile drive a wall, but it's true. You can do that. You just got to set your mind to it. There are things that we have to surrender. And I feel like these things that we need to surrender are both our passion, something that we're very, very passionate about, but something that gives us some great anger, right? Something that gives us a little bit of anger. And really, when we surrender, like I say, when we surrender this, we can make room for other things that we can be excitable about, right? You forget that you are a powerful person, okay? Scarab beetle spirit. The magic works through you. And this is something that I'm going to tell now that I'm on YouTube. I can go on a bigger platform. Things that I should have been saying. And bringing things to light. Remember that the divine has made you in its image. So therefore, you too are divine. You too are a bit of what people would call God, okay? You are God yourself. Think about it this way. Think about it that before everybody goes, wait a minute, we're not gods, Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You are a creation of the divine, right? You also created divine. When you made your kids, when you made those wonderful, beautiful things, you made them in your image. Does that make them less than you? No, it doesn't. Therefore, if you are made in God's image, if you are made in the image of the divine, you too are divine, you too are a God, and you too can do the things that are necessary. With a little motivation, with a little motivation, because we're surrendering other things, with a little bit of pile driving, right? Working through all of that stuff. Remember, the magic works through you. You are the magic. Now, why the scarab beetle? Scarab beetles were used by Egyptians as a little bit of magic. It was part of some of their rituals even. And so this is really saying that this little bit of magic, they thought that the magic worked through this beetle, and it didn't. Magic worked through them. So be the scarab beetle, be the magic. And how do you do that, right? I mean, think about it. You have no job. For example, you have no job. Like I don't have a job, right? So what happens, right? Do you think that like some random employer is just going to call you and be like, hey, we got an opening for a managerial position that pays like $120K a year. Do you want it? No, that's not going to happen out of the blue. That never happens. So how do you get that job? You write a resume, you do interviews, you apply for various positions, and then you pray. And then you do your magic and your spells and all of your things, because now you've done the work. And eventually putting out those intentions, you get what you want. You have made your own magic. Okay? Magic isn't what they show you in the movies. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, or abracadabra, or Wingardium Leviosa, right? I probably said that wrong. It's Leviosa. So, be that magic, okay? Sagittarius, you can do it. I got faith in you. I do. I does. I's got faith. All right, Capricorn. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, where every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. All right. A lot of crazy things going on here, Capricorn. A lot of crazy things going on here. We're trying very, very hard. It's the end of the year. We're trying very hard to lay down the foundation that's going to help us go into next year. Because I know, Capricorn, how much you like to plan, how much, how you really want to make sure that we're okay. That we, Capricorn, we don't plan a day in advance, 2 days in advance. We're the ones that plan 9 years in advance. And so we want to make sure we're like, oh my God, the new year is coming. Am I prepared for what's going to happen in 2021? And so we've got these things where we're nerve-wracked, and maybe by doing that, there are some things that maybe we've missed, some messages, some missed calls from people, some missed emails, some kind of communication that maybe we've just been missing, that we haven't gotten to, that we need to in order to really solidify that foundation of ours. We may want to go back and review those things. And dear Spirit, here, we are forgetting that things sometimes need to be handled with a certain kind of care. We can be, Capricorn, a little too professional, a little too stale and stoic, that we forget the humanity that we need to bring to other people, that we forget that people are people and they have feelings, and you can't really just treat them like a number or anything like that, And sometimes the way we are, Capricorn, we can kind of forget that. Remember, at this time, bring a little bit more of that gentle touch. It's really hard for everybody, not just you. Remember that, okay? Aquarius. This is another hard one. I'm going to botch this one. I know I'm going to botch this one. But I've been trying. I really have been trying. Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time. Shade. We let in light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a bit of joy for your Christmas time. Say yeah. Christmas time. I gotta memorize that song a little bit more, Aquarius. I am very, very sorry. I am like super, super duper sorry. Don't worry, I am getting better. Learning is occurring. Okay? All my little sound effects, I hope you like them. Aquarius. Again, we are forgetting how powerful we can be. We are forgetting what our worth is. We are forgetting that we have a lot to bring to the playing field. We have a lot to offer other people. We have a lot, and we are worth a lot. Okay? Don't forget that. Skunk spirit in the reverse. Don't forget how much you're worth. You know, people take advantage of skunks. They're like, oh, it's a cute, smelly cat. No, it's not a cute, smelly cat, and it will burn your eyes with its farts. So, no. I also see here deer spirit, right? But for you, Aquarius, I feel like instead of that humanity piece of it, it's really more, I mean, yeah, the humanity piece, but maybe that there are some things that are going on that don't deserve a gentle touch, that they don't deserve that hug, that they don't deserve that, you know, they don't deserve that kindness, maybe because they haven't been kind to you and yours. But that doesn't mean to go and fight them. I'm not saying go and fight them. That's where that humanity piece comes in. Remember, everybody is different, and maybe these people are going through something you don't know. So yes, have that gentle touch, but also know your worth, right? You can only have the gentle touch up until some point before it becomes unhealthy boundaries. So just remember that. Don't let people get to you. But if and when they do, and if and when it comes time for you to spray them like the skunk you are, know your worth. Also, starfish spirit here. There are actually a lot of opportunities out there for you. I just don't think that maybe you see them at this time. Maybe you've got those blinders on. Maybe you're looking in the wrong field, or maybe you're looking in the wrong place. Maybe we haven't updated our resume and it's like it's a little out of date, you know. But with one door, another door opens. And if this is about people, you know, when one person breaks your heart, guess what? Another person comes in, not to repair it, not to mend it. That's your job, but to allow you to love again, right? So I hope that resonates with you, Aquarius. And Pisces, last but not least, my lovely Pisces, my fishes. Oh. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Man, I hope so, because this year sucked. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. and olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we'll all be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Sorry, getting a little emotional because when you sing Frank Sinatra, Grandma pops up. So it's like, hey Grandma, yeah, I'm singing your favorite artist, please. And you feel that warmth and holding her hand, and it was so nice. And now, oh my God, I'm getting all the clumps and I don't want to smear my makeup. Okay, so here we go. Pisces. You're in a position right now, maybe at work, or maybe, no, I think this is work, where you feel like you're stuck. You can't say what you want to say. You have something very important that needs to get off of your chest. But that throat chakra there, right? It's like there's something stuck. Something is making you not want to sing your song, not want to speak your truth. And honey, now is not the time. I know you get into your emotions a little bit, but you need to let those emotions out. Let people know, hey, I don't like that. I don't like maybe what you're saying to me. Maybe I don't like what you're saying about me. And saying about me, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that is true. It's dolphin spirit. We're maybe hearing things from the grapevine about ourselves or other people. Other people are saying things. And this is maybe blocking us up, blocking up that ability to be able to say our peace of mind. But through our doubt, through everything, we'll make it through. I feel like this next card is really more now so a general message for everybody, for all of my signs, coming in for today into the weekend. But the starfish spirit of infinite possibilities. Like I keep saying, one door, another door opens. Be ready for them. And it may not happen right away. It may not happen right this millisecond. But if you give it just a little bit more time, 2021 is not that far away. And I really have a good feeling about 2021. So, infinite possibilities. And that is your TarotScope readings for today. I really hope that these messages resonate with you. And even if they don't, my biggest goal here was to make you smile and was to make you laugh, put a smile on your face, and really enjoy this time, right? We spend too much time in a rush and a hurry, and we don't take enough time just for ourselves and having fun and being lively, right? The sandpiper spirit. So that's what this is. This is me being the sandpiper spirit for you guys, okay? So thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you guys. Namaste. And God bless.